You are now back for another installment of No Matter How You Slice It. So look, we still on Certified Killaz. We got the letter battle. AKA versus NSEJP. Say that shit 7 times fast. That shit sound like a passcode. So look, 1 round battle, we gonna get right into it. So, NSEJP starts off. He say, we got JP versus, why I keep hearing a lot of niggas say that? I'ma lose my marbles and have rounds on them, fresh out the can. Nigga, that's Ajax. When the K clap, I'ma show you I'm not the nigga you wanted with. Get a face tat, now you a John Doe. AKA Anonymous, the llama spit. He got grams in this spot. Pops hand-me-down arms, I had a grandfather watch. Put the can to his top. He said, put the can to his top. The fan bleed, shot spread, hit everything in the living room from the uncle to the auntie. Your man's weak. He said, I did this on Bar Works with Snow. I think that's what he said. I kept trying to run it back. I think he said Bar Works. Y'all correct me in the comments if I got it wrong. He said, but I want y'all to understand that a lot of niggas talk that shit because another nigga lived it before. So this seemed to be his phrase because he or his slogan, because he shouted it out a few times in the verse, right? So he say, you ain't never really did no time, hit no dimes, or did no crimes. Hold on, he say, he said, you ain't never really did no time, hit no dimes, or grip no nines. Boy, I done almost got shot in my head in Cleveland. Sometimes it slipped my mind. I don't even know why he said it like that was so groundbreaking. He was like, sometimes it slipped my mind. He said, we rock shit, drop shit. When the Glock hit, get your top split. Nigga, the drop lit. We was really knocking out the tweakers at the parties. Even my dog whip white. That's a mosh pit. Drug shit, okay. He say, I'm heartless. I've had enough. I'm tired of clocking these little niggas. Your mama probably working my job and she bad as fuck. The ladder tucked. One of my young dogs ain't never caught a case. He probably in real estate. Evicting bitch niggas, shooting from crib to crib till the shoulder out of place. Now let me pause for a second, right? So, I suppose he from Detroit, so I definitely pick up on the Calico similarities. But he sound like a less developed Calico, in my personal opinion. No disrespect, because I'm hearing the bars. It's just the whole recipe, in my opinion, is not complete. And I'm going to double back on that to tell y'all why. So, ladder tuck. One of my young dogs ain't never caught a case. He probably in real estate. Evicting bitch niggas. Shooting from crib to crib till the shoulder out of place. You better roll until it's safe. When I think of AKA, I'm thinking, he wasting all his talent. A college with a campus. So when they say this pussy step, I'm thinking Alpha Kappa Alpha. I like that line. He say, do we got a problem? If you classwork, this apple lifting. I marked L with paper. That's academic. I hope I got that right. Some of this shit, it was hard to catch for me. He say, I don't want no classic with you. Bang, bang. Hit him out of nowhere like an app subscription. Even the clap is different. Put a switch on him. He said, put a switch on the Nina. Her ass is finished. Arachnid, nigga. Arachnid, nigga? I think he's saying. Like a spider. Arachnid, nigga. Calf shot with the 4.5. With the 45. That's Spider Mitchell. Caught on my web. See what the internet gets you? He said, man, I can't even sub, bro. Because if I got to clear his cap space, nigga, the love gone. AKA, you probably staying someplace safe. I should pull over the white hoods like the KKK and invade their space. Let me find out you move that way. You'll get extensions. I jam rock like reggae tapes. I'm catching all this. This shit is slick, right? He said, Cleveland, I should have hit the stage in advance. I could have engaged with the fans, then put them down. I'm trying to get the lay of the land. Okay. He said, got the gauge in my hand. I can't stand dude. You told that other fat nigga you battled that Don Marino was trash. I was watching like, well, if he trash, nigga, you trash too. The can blew. Boy, you rap like you retarded. And you get gas, fool. Obviously. And all them jail bars just mean they caught him. Then he say, what you know about whipping the worker to your wrist lock and leave a mix out of the freezer? The shit hurt. Chopping nicks out of him. I'm getting dog stretched. He don't even get the concept. Like the way that he is spitting this shit, I'm writing it and I'm like, where is the rhyme? Like, there are parts where he's rhyming, but it's not well pronounced, you know. So like there are parts where, and maybe my delivery is not doing it justice, because you know he got his own pace, but like he got this thing where like he's speeding it up at certain parts, you know. So like when you watch the battle, you're gonna catch what I'm saying. You know, there's certain parts in there where he's speeding up his delivery. He take it slow, then he up the, you know, the gear on it. So certain parts in the rhyme is like, okay, where is the rhyme, right? Where he said, I'm getting dog stretch. He don't even get the concept. You're going to die with your eyes open. That's a staring contest. I ain't for the nonsense. Everybody got gun bars so they can get disarmed. I got this arm. He said, got this arm. You'll get smacked with this arm or this arm. The fifth palm. I can't even believe I'm doing this shit. His handle's so easy to flip. You should have named yourself something else, because you also known as a bitch. You also known as a lick. You also known as a trick. He sound a lot like Calico on shit like this. And like, I want to venture off to say, look, I haven't done enough homework on NSE, JP, but in my opinion, it sounds more like you watch Calico as opposed to it just being naturally you, because y'all both from Detroit, but I could be wrong. So I'm going to definitely do my homework, but that's my opinion as of now, because like the voice projection, like that ain't your voice, you know, and that's a big thing. Like a lot of MCs may not realize that, but like your voice is what moves people. It's not always so much how you saying it, but like your voice is a part of that recipe. So, you know, when you're using your own voice, you move people a lot easier, right? And that's why he was having a hard time resonating. Like niggas was hearing like, okay, you got the bars, but it don't sound like you. It sounds like you selling me somebody else. So he said you should have named yourself something else, because you also known as a bitch. You also known as a lick. You also known as a trick. This should sound like some shit Calico would say too, though. He said you also known as a bitch nigga that ain't never had bricks, or as a bad chick. You the type of nigga that tell his niggas to put him on some shit. Then when you go over there, then when you go up to her like, hey, my dog trying to holler at you, I gotta explain why he over there looking like this. The Mossberg rip. Yeah, I got shit stocked, even a big chop. I load them the same day. We ain't playing the same game, but I'm going to the next play. Utah Jazz highlight. I got a clip for AK. You ain't ready for the main stage. You better pray to God. You better pray God take the wheel. I could put a bag on you and have a lair on the streets. I don't know what he was saying right here, y'all. I don't know. He said a lair on the streets. It came from passing bills. You ain't G for real. You know how many of my guys get smoked? I seen so many clicks on the block. If we bang colors, it could kaleidoscope. Your pride get broke. I'm C now. I'll blow your whole line up. That's a redial. Dog, all that barking at P, gonna have you in triage. I like that. Heat rise. Then when the Ruger sparking, and nigga you to talk it, there'll be holes in them. Beam on K like the supermarkets. Like all this shit is pretty slick, but like, what's the difference between this and like 20 other niggas saying that? The difference is, like, the bars ain't bad, but like, it's the voice. Like, it's like, it's a recipe to this shit, man. It's like you giving somebody a cherry pie with real good, healthy cherries, but then the filling that you add tastes like fucking, I don't know, like some Thousand Islands dressing or something, like just something that's throwing off the recipe. Like it's a recipe to MCing. Your voice gotta resonate, and you gotta use your voice. Like, you know, you just sound like a nigga that's trying to make niggas like, oh, okay, yeah, you gangster. That's how it's coming across to me. I like the bars though. I like the bars, but that's how it's resonating to me. And so he said, beam on K like the supermarkets on his block now. That's when the lead spin. You better choose another road, cause now I gotta tape his shit closed. I'll turn this street into a dead end. Knife cut him. Go half in the K. That's an investment. Split a section. Boy, my life is wild. What you know about a bad bitch trying to suck your dick while you ride around? Calm it down. One of my blood niggas OD. Shit ain't gonna never be the same. He said the feeling was godlike. He took Jesus' name in vain. Bow, take a knee. I'm really blessed. I'm really blessed to get a plate. I'm a demon off the stage. I used to pass the metal around with the silencer on it. Gotta check my bitch cause the Nina loud. Like, I don't know, where is the rhyme in all of this? Like, where is the rhyme? He said, I really hope you don't be hiding because I'm going to find him. I'm just a matter of time. Now you Kim K. He like, how did you find your way back to my life? Glock with the light, I can see the bitch in the nigga. If it's a switch in the building, that's another Kim K, for Pete's sake. Like I get the reference. I just don't care for none of this. But okay. You know. He say, I remember when I was low, my bitch left me for my bro. She came back because the money was grown. I told her, bitch, I ain't lacking never. I'm married to the money. You ever had to break a couple up to get it back together? I don't know what you're talking about. He said, I'll clap a nigga. I can never get tired of saying this, bro. But I want y'all to understand that it's a lot of niggas that talk that shit because another nigga lived it before. That's that slogan, right? He said, I'm really teaching, boy. Press one button, it's going up with the machine if you don't see the point. Don't make me raise my voice. When we was passing through Ohio, I wasn't riding soft. 2 birds on me. If you the state's animal, I'll hit the card and all. Okay, not bad. He said, nigga, knock it off. You ain't really dropping things. My pockets changed. We trade a K, that's a stock exchange. The Glocker bang. It's a number. He said, it's a number of y'all in here with this nigga. Y'all got his back for nothing. Why should I give AK a bald head when I could whack 100? I'm clapping something. Man, I don't even want to hear you rap. Being a real nigga can set you back, and that's a fact. Riverside till I'm crucified, do or die. Killing every round when niggas battle me. It's a suicide. So, what y'all think? What y'all think about the bars? What y'all think about his flow? What you think about how I delivered it? Was I doing it in justice? Did I butcher it? He got an unorthodox style, so I want to say that's a Detroit thing, but I don't think it's many Detroit MCs that I've heard that sound just like Calico, So I would be more moved to say that, okay, this is a area, a location thing, in terms of why he sounds like Calico, in my opinion. But I can't say that about Quest. I can't say that about Marv. I can't say that about QP. Well, Highland Park, right? Kitchen Clean, Highland Park. I can't say that about X Factor, he Highland Park, but nobody from Michigan, I feel, sounds like Cal. So I'm more inclined to say that he's watching Cal, and that's why he sound like him. So, I feel like there's a little bit more development needed on his end, but let's go into AKA. So, AKA, he said, I said, I could see through your whole gimmick. The battle rap niggas create a whole image. But it's a real nigga party in Cleveland, and we could tell when niggas is whole bitches. Now, this shit is simple, but you gotta understand, when he was delivering it in the battle, he was resonating a little bit more. Of course, we at home. Of course, AKA is from the land, but it's the tone in your voice, man. Tonality will do a lot. And when you're not using your true tone, people don't really respect what you're saying all like that, because they be like, this nigga, he's playing. So even these little simple bars was moving. He said, I could see through your whole gimmick. The battle rap niggas create a whole image. But it's a real nigga party in Cleveland. And we could tell when niggas be whole bitches. Look at him, all in his feelings. He probably think he a top gunner, a young thug. He gonna stand on that. Aight, blood, 5 point at the top of your head, it's a Birdman tat. Ever since a kid, I've been holding the strap. For any nigga with a Debo act. One Friday, my mama called me a goddamn devil. That's cause I was a little nigga, running with the Mac. I catch all that. He said, only time I cut slack, a Taylor. Baby 9, a short clip, a trailer. 2 hands on the beam, Kamea. I like all this. I ain't gonna front. I love it. Come on, man. Dragon Ball Z bars, come on, man. I'm with you. 2 hands on the beam, Kamea. If Nina miss, now you gotta dodge this bitch. He a player. I like all that. I like all that shit. It's a little reminiscent. I think it's a little reminding me of Surf a little bit, but I don't get the impression that he's trying to sound like him. That's the whole point. When you put enough hours in and you become you, that shit don't happen. You might, an elder might be able to hear, okay, I can hear what branch of MC you've come through, what lineage you come from. But it won't be so apparent that you're trying to sound like someone else. It's a difference, right? So, Friday bars, and then he say, 2 hands on the beam, Kamea. If Nina miss, now he gotta dodge this bitch. He a player. He said, I switched the stick to automatic. It's a racer. Mount something. Stick a ray to the back of his head, to the back of his ear. It's an eraser. He said, you know, he said, you know, this should sound mad basic, but it's a recipe to it though. You can be simple and dope. It's just you got to do it right, right? He say, you know, I'm doing you a favor. You one of them battle rap niggas that nobody knows. I get on that bullshit, put the gun in your mouth. He died with his tongue out. It's a Jordan pose. Keep saying he the GOAT. I'm like, so? He ain't know? This chopper burn legends. He could play the Kobe role. Kobe bars, man. Battle rap don't give a fuck, man. It's never too soon. It don't matter when. Man, when that shit happened, you know, God rest his soul, it was bars out that week. I'm like, battle rap don't care. He said, they said this battle could go either way. I said, silly. Twin Desert Eagles, that's the only thing in this bitch 50-50. And I like that part because when he set him up, see, he set the line up like it was going to be some like, you know, like, oh, really? This nigga about to say silly? Because like as a lyrical MC, you're not thinking about writing anything with silly in it, right? It sounds too basic. And so like when he said that setup line, you could see NSE, he like y'all about to fall, y'all about to go for that. But then when he got to the 50-50 line and he got the reaction he got, you could see NSE go. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna run it back. He said they said this is gonna be a close match. Silly. He said, Twin Desert Eagles, that's the only thing in this bitch 50-50. He said, fuck that. Shotgun, Big Papa, Biggie. Me and bruh go back to back with a Drake. Drizzy. See, this is showstopper shit. Like, it's not intricate. It's just like arrangement is crazy. Like, so if this was on a big stage and he had some momentum, oh. He said, Rusty 38. I let that old thing smoke. Sticky icky. When I shoot, get a plastic suit. Missy. Hey, you know what he talking about, the plastic suit. He said 230s. I'm in the car rolling with 60. Crippy. Get hit with the switch. He a fast spitter. Busy. You know, all this shit is fire, man. He said, see, I don't think you ever been to jail. He one of them niggas that be acting hard. He said, I seen you dancing in that music video, but I ain't been to the, he said, but I've been to the joint where niggas gotta pop locks and stump the yard. Pop locks, pop the lock on your box, stump in the yard. He said, I think you a fraud. He ain't no more than a Detroit groupie. I ain't seen you on the internet. Them Detroit niggas got everything on Tubi. He said, y'all telling the nigga he said, y'all telling the nigga too extra but can't get a role. Y'all telling the nigga he too extra but he can't get a role in the movie? Silence on the Uzi. That's how I'ma do him. Y'all was thinking YFN. I was thinking get your ass wet. Lucci. Nah. Get the butt of the Proud Ratchet. Suki. I don't know this reference, but apparently it's hidden because he moving the crowd. He said, you ever been down before? All the way down bottom and start stressing till you realize the rocks at the bottom form a brick and you turn it into a blessing? And this battle rap shit, you ain't nothing special. I mean, he borderline trash. I let the 9 blast right in his face. Pop shit, remind him of Craig Dad. Friday bars. They said for this battle, he was trying to charge a bag. I said, do this nigga not know he's shitty? He said, that's crazy. I told Fonz I was still willing to pay. $357 for his front and for his back end, $150. Yeah, all this is fire. Nigga, this my city, but I ain't Campout or stack team. I'm city certified. The difference, the circle size where dickheads get circumcised. I know y'all surprised because this ain't the nigga that I asked for. I was talking to Fonz about DNA, even Gwitty. I was lit. They was going back around numbers like a dashboard. You a bitch. Mortal Kombat taught me everything as a kid. How to walk up with it in my hands like Scorpion, but still keep 2 extra arms on the side like Goro hits. The difference is you'll turn witness. I mean, I got something I can sit on the stand, but I'd rather hit him with the judge and make him not appear. Or he trying to skip this sentence. Okay. Speaking of the system, my bars get compared to aggravated. You like robbing a bank with a note. Cause that shit you wrote just don't get the same conviction. Now I know what he's saying, but like, this is like, if I have to nitpick, this is one of those like, okay, I see what you were trying to convey, but not correct execution. Like, your bars don't get the same conviction. Right, okay, conviction being a charge, but then the metaphor, the double would be conviction as in you saying some shit so adamantly that people feel it. Well, The proper way would be to say your bars don't give the same conviction. You don't convey the same conviction, not get it. You know, the audience doesn't have the conviction. You have the conviction and you portray the conviction, right? So, you know, if I'm nitpicking, right? He say, did I mention this nigga battle rap to get on smack? That shit got me like, why? I mean, I do this shit for the money because I got niggas locked down. Basically, what I'm saying is fuck a URL app. I'm really trying to help niggas pay for a new trial. Nigga, don't get wild. This the land. No Bloods, no Crips. We the fam. I like all of this. He said, you got 3 battles and 50 views total. Why you acting like the man? All I'm saying is he don't do numbers. He like a bitch when he like a bitch when she say you can get her Instagram. I like that. He say if it's up, then it's stuck forever. Martin and Pam, Lil Roscoe knocking at his door. I'm trying to watch Def Comedy Jam. I don't know if that was a slogan or if that was just his closing bars, but I mean, you can probably tell who I'm leaning towards, right? But I mean, this is an even breakdown. Like when I think about all of the bars, like NSEJP had a lot of like advanced techniques that he was showing, but like I just don't think they was landing because of that voice thing. Like, you know, this would be my personal thing with Danny Myers, you know. Be that as it may, that Danny Myers is still successful and he a worthy competitor. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, you know, he will beat a lot of people. I ain't saying he not nice, but I just don't think he the guy that should be selling the bars. You know, I don't think his voice is appealing for the shit that he's saying. It gotta line up, you know. A lot of niggas don't be understanding that. Like, as an MC, like, this is a recipe. It's not just, okay, all right, I put some nutmeg in there, I put some bananas, and I'm about to bake a pie. Like, no, you need dough, you need like, it's a couple different components, right? With AKA, he wasn't saying anything very complex. All his bars were direct, and not saying NSE wasn't direct, but AKA bars were immediate gratification, like direct, like he meant what he said what he meant. He showed creativity, you know, his presence was more commanding because he was using his fucking real voice. I mean, that is a big part of it. And like, this ain't because he's from Cleveland, but it's just like, you could tell like there wasn't a lot of put on. Like, okay, anybody that's doing gun bars, you participating in the theatrics of battle rap. But like, when you really mean what you say and you're not dressing it up, that can be told. People can tell. People can tell when you putting on, and people can tell when you're being genuine. And I felt like the way AKA was spitting was a lot more genuine, in my opinion. I feel like he was moving the crowd a lot more. I feel like even if I'd have seen him spit those bars somewhere else and he said them in the same way, I would still feel how I felt about the material, you know, regardless if somebody else was rocking or co-signing. So like, me, in my personal opinion, I'm giving this to AKA. If y'all give it to NSC, I can understand, you know, because I do like the style he had, but like, it just was like not landing to me. It was like, okay, you know, run-of-the-mill gun bar shit, you're not really rhyming consistently, and then your voice is just ruining it mostly for me. So that's just my take. That's how I'm slicing it. Y'all let me know how you cutting it, and we're gonna keep it chopping on the next one. Peace, peace, peace.